Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jules. Thank you for coming back for another weekly update. I'm here with Binky, Scruffy Binky, who wanted to come and sit in my lap for a minute while I was doing the video. But thank you for coming back for another weekly update. This channel is where I talk mostly about cross-stitch stuff, and so cross-stitch stuff. And talk about that and a little bit else. I just got back from my vacation from a couple of days ago. We'll talk about that briefly here in a little bit. We're going to start off with a little bit of cross stitch because a little bit of cross stitch was all I got done this week. But not a little bit. I mean, I did work on cross stitch. It's just I slept a lot. So we'll talk about how much I slept. But let's look at Eiffel Tower because I did make a lot of, well, I made some good progress. So there, how far back do I need to go? I should turn the video the other way so you guys can see it. But I have all the way down to one of the legs showing. I'm not displaying this very well. And now the dogs are barking outside. Let me cut this in half. So while I was home, I figured out I went all the way to the bottom of the leg. So that is the bottom of the project. And then I just kind of cut it off and used what I had at home, a little bit of masking tape, fine, to sort of seal that off. And you can see kind of what I'm left with, which I'm still only about 70% of the way through. So there's literally like it's under 4,000 now, under 4,000 stitches to go, but that's a lot of stitching in this one spot. So, but that's where I got to. I also took the Golden Retriever in Winter piece with me, and I got some work done on it, but I didn't get very much, like maybe 150, 200 stitches. And since I've been home, I can't find it. So it's around here somewhere. Might be in my bag, I'm not sure, but could be downstairs. I have one cross-stitch type story. We were at Walmart of all places picking up some stuff. And as we were walking along, we ended up going into the crafty section, and they had some DMC there. And I really needed 775 for the Winter Wonderland, the Winter Golden Retriever, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pick this one color up while I'm here, and somehow through everything else that we got and doing the checkout, we got home, and it never made it into the bags. It never even made it to be scanned. So it's laying on the floor somewhere in Walmart. So, which is sad. It's too bad, but that was disappointing because I think I would have stitched more on the Golden Retriever piece than I did, but I didn't, I just didn't do a ton of stitching. I did some while I was kind of hanging out and whatnot, but honestly, like, I was going to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I was sleeping late. First night home, I slept 12 hours, and that was crazy. And then the next night, I think I slept maybe 9, but then I took like a 2-hour nap, and then I slept a lot while I was home, so not a lot of stuff got done. And then I ended up not really deciding to stitch on the plane. I could have stitched on the plane. I just didn't feel like I wanted to get everything out and work on it in the plane. I didn't feel, on the way to Atlanta, I definitely it was very private. It was on one of those Delta planes where it's like two seats in the middle, and then 2 seats on the other side of the plane, so 2 aisles. And so there was like nobody around me. I mean, nobody around me. That would have been the perfect time to get some stitching done. But it was also like a 6 a.m. flight, so I was tired, so I fell asleep. And then I ended up sleeping on the way back as well, because it's a long flight on the way back. It's like 3 hours. And yeah, I just slept the whole way. So I'm sleeping a lot. It's good. So I'm back, and so hopefully we'll get back into a routine of what we're doing here, where I will hopefully get this piece done here pretty soon and get it done, and then move on to the next little bit of fun. I didn't get anything else done. That was pretty much it. Before I left, I talked about how I wasn't going to do anymore, at least for now, Thursday morning streams, and I'm still holding to that. I actually have to go in and work the kennel tomorrow. We're a little short-handed, and so on my day off, that's kind of what I have to do, which is fine. But it's just like stuff keeps bleeding into my days off. So in order to reduce the stress in my life, I've got to take away one of those streaming days in order to just kind of reset a little bit, reposition my time. But other than that, things are good. I'm really glad I took that time off. It was really awesome to see my mom. I hadn't seen her in a year and a half, and I think that was easily the longest I'd gone without seeing her, seeing my brother, seeing my nephew, a couple friends that I hadn't seen in a long time. But yeah, it was nice. It was cold in Georgia too. It was about, I don't think it got over 65 any day I was there. It seemed really cool, and it rained on Saturday, and yeah, it was just a really nice trip and a really quiet trip, and I definitely needed it. And coming back here, I was super relaxed, and everything felt really good. And I'm a little stressed again, just a little bit, getting back into the swing of things. But I think what taking a step back showed me is that, I'm definitely pushing really hard in a lot of areas right now, and I have been for a long time. But I can also see the benefits of cutting back and allowing myself to have other forms of entertainment, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't been that into sports in the last year and a half. I haven't been into movies or TV or things like that. I usually don't do those things, but I think coming up here, I think I'm going to start to round my life out a little bit more and give myself more of a break. I'm almost to that point, but the nice thing is with that break, with the watching of the shows and the sports and all that other stuff, can always stitch at the same time. So that I really, really like. Gosh, I thought there was one other thing I wanted to show you with stitching, but let me show you where I'm at with the cone. So I think the cone is about a third gone, maybe? It's hard to say. It's hard to know for sure. I'll probably want to order another one of these things. You knew I was going to do that. Order another one of these things coming up. But pretty happy about that. Pretty happy. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really have too much else to say. I've actually got to go over to the kennel now and go take some dogs out and let them run around and play for a little bit. So never ends, but it's cool because it's what we want to do. I think that's it. I apologize. I don't have anything else that I really have to say. Everything's just kind of been relaxed and fun. And the funny thing is that I got back and I had no problems with the time change either there or back because I just compensated by sleeping more. So hey, that works out. So usually when you go to the East Coast, you're up late and then you get up really early. Nope. I went to bed early. I went to bed at the exact same time and woke up at the same time as if I was still in Colorado. But go figure. Go figure. All right. That's it. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys soon. Happy stitching. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you on Sunday. Roughly the normal time, 8 o'clock is probably good. I might start a little earlier at 7:30. It really depends on how early I get up, how I feel. But 8 o'clock for sure. That's 8 o'clock Mountain Time. That would be 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And that's when I'll stream. So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Happy streaming. Stay safe. Maybe. Stay safe.